Hello, I'm Sheila Hannon. I'm the creative producer of Sheila Hannon Theatre Company, and we've been here in Bedminster since 1986. Now, I think, Ben, when you started off, you said something about BR before railways. I have another word for Bedminster in 1986, and it was BR, but it was before restaurants. And in 1986, I kid you not, you could not eat out here in the evening. There was nowhere. There were a couple of greasy spoons, and they shut at 3:30. And now you look at North Street, and it's got cafes, it's got bars, and it's got 3 theatres. 3 theatres on North Street. And Sheila Hannon Theatre Company started 2 of them. We started the theatre at the Hen and Chicken in 1989, and when we opened that theatre in 1989, people came and said, "It's terribly brave of you, but you know nobody will come, don't you?" And within 2 years, 2 or 3 years, we were playing to 90% capacity. And we were there for about 6 years. We opened the theatre here, we worked with George, and we opened this theatre here in 1998. And we did seasons of new work here, which are always difficult to sell, but we were here for 6 years. And the best known show we did here was called The Willses Girls, which George talked about, and it was the story of the women who worked in a tobacco factory, performed in a tobacco factory. And it was such a success in 2002 that we bought it back in 2003, and it sold out before it opened. So I believe that arts regenerate high streets, and arts and culture has had a huge part to play in this fantastic survival and revival and reinvention of North Street. Since then, we've done other things, and we now, in 2009, 5 years ago, we invented a project called Trading Local. And Trading Local puts live performance in high street shops, and we work with local communities, and we work with local writers to create 5-minute monologues. Think Alan Bennett, Talking Heads. 5-minute monologues written specifically for a shop, so we get people to say, go and have a look at high street shops and write something for the bakers. And then we get professional actors to develop those scripts and to perform them. So we're working with professional actors, and we're doing stories from those communities, about those communities in those shops. But probably the best way to demonstrate this project is to see it. And I've got 2 very short films that show you what we do. And the first one is that one. Well, we're Sheila Hannon Theatre Company, and this is a project called Trading Local that we invented. We've been doing it for several years now, and we put live theatre in high street shops.
I'm Neville Norman. I am a mystery shopper, and I shop for a living.
And it's all about supporting independent traders. Lots of the shops that we work with are independent shops, and we're trying to get people into their local shops to explore them.
I mean, slice, scrape, splodge, dollop, shake a pep, slice, scrape, cellophane wrap a hot, what's the name out, whoosh, on the shelf. I am that quick, that's my secret.
It's pretty incredible. It's like a form of guerrilla theatre.
I think of us as, individual flash mobs, so you could call us flashers if you liked. Why don't you get one, Mum? She said. A lot of people your age are getting them these days. Why don't be so bloody cheeky, you, I said. Tanya Curtis's mum's got one, she said. Tanya Curtis's mum is not my age. She's also got pink hair, a pierced tongue and a lazy eye.
I do really like taking things into unusual spaces. Sheila Hannon's always done. We started a theatre at the Hen and Chicken, we started a theatre at the Tobacco Factory. So we've always done things in non-traditional spaces. And I also really like taking theatre to people who perhaps don't go very often. There is something very exciting in that. It's sort of missionary work, but it's good fun missionary work.
Let's make this a day to remember. Next customer, please.
Thank you. That's the first one. What I should have said was that all that is in Bedminster. All those shops are here, and then they're a mixture of North Street, which is right here, and East Street, which is, what did George say? He called it Diddy North Street, and then there's Edgy East Street. Well, we do stuff on Edgy East Street as well. The second film is short, and the second film is Mary Porter's watching us. I think she's quite pleased, and it's in the fruit and veg shop, literally opposite this theatre.
Straight for the price of 2.
oranges. Hey, don't you just love this time of day when it's quiet, eh? I just take a deep breath and I drink in that aroma, you know, the sweetness of the fruit, or the earthiness of the veg, oh, and that hint of cleansing citric. Go on, take a deep breath, go on. Hey, now you're looking at me like Carol used to.
What, four of them?
No, my wife. She'd say I was obsessed with fruit. I barely touched the stuff for the first 30 years of my life. Well, 3 years ago, I had an accident. I was knocked off my bike up at Aztec West, and there I was, in French, covered in plaster, drugged up to the eyeballs, barely conscious. And I saw more of my friends and family than I had in the previous 5 years. They talked to me, read my magazines, flirted with the nurses, and brought me fruit. Lots and lots of fruit. I wasn't even on solids for the first 3 weeks. So there I am, this great overflowing bowl. Grapes, oranges, apples, bananas next to my bed with the fragrance wafting in under my nose day after day. And it gave me dreams. Powerful dreams. I dreamt I was wandering through endless orchards, hacking my way through towering forests of bananas and swimming in lakes of orange juice. You will take those lenses, won't you? And in the waking hours, I thought about fruits. When Carol visited, she got sick of hearing about it, but consider it, the packaging is perfect. It's either edible or biodegradable. It's nicely scented, tasty, and packed full of vitamins. I mean, you see this orange? That's nearly a day's worth of vitamin C for an adult right there.
But we do theatre, and film is never quite the same as the real thing. So, here's the real thing. Or it would be if we were in a shop. So this is where you use your imaginations. Imagine you're in a shop. Imagine it's a Saturday. Imagine that shop is a carpet shop. So you're standing in a carpet shop. Smell those carpets.
Hello. Listen, I've just been measured up. It's my lucky day. I'm going to get laid. Won't be long, the van's coming. Could be a mansion up in Clifton. Well, you can see I've got pedigree. Might be a cinema foyer. Of course, have to be red for that. I used to dream, you know, of the Oscars. All that glam, Gwyneth, Scarlett, lovely clean shoes, mind you, stilettos. Play havoc with your pile. There I go again, off in the clouds. Buttered many jokes in the warehouse, but just because I shall be down to earth doesn't mean to say I have to be downtrodden. I have my pride. I make demands. I am not going into a bloody restaurant. French, Mexican, gastro, pub, curry house, all the same. Crumbs, garlic sauce, mayonnaise, spilt wine. No way, Jose. You see, I have been chosen by Mr. and Mrs. Mr. and Mr. or Ms. and Ms. for my style, by rugged good looks. Rugged? It's an old joke. I do hope it's not a hospital. Drop of blood. I'm absolutely hysterical, and please don't let it be a staff room in a school. All that moaning! And that chalk gets right in your Hessian backing. Do they still have chalk? I'm a bit out of touch. Of course, it will be odd. Going to a new place. Mind you, there's some in the warehouse I won't miss. That aubergine shag pile, for instance. What a smoothie. is a bedroom carpet if ever I saw one. And 20% nylon, no breeding, you see. Mind you, there's a rather dolly, fluffy pink number I've had my eye on. Neat little rug. Wouldn't mind laying down with her, even if she was on top. You don't want to be lonely, you see. I mean, underlays all very well, but they can't see anything, so they lack conversation. Some places have no traffic, so you're not only without a companion, but you haven't got a single soul to look at. A single soul? Went down there the first house. Mustn't worry, must I, about my new role? I'm not in control of my destiny. I don't know where I'm going or what's going to happen to me when I'm worn out. Recycling. Couldn't bear the thought. Being chucked onto someone's allotment. Stop the weeds coming up in winter. Where's the dignity in that? Where's the bloody dignity? I could weep sometimes. I really could. Still, must look on the bright side. Could be worse, could be a remnant. Could be a discontinued line. Not me, matey. I am your actual, handmade, 100% wool, guaranteed, and this is my time. This is my moment. I'm off for a good lie down. Hello, here they come. Oh, it's a woman. Looks quite posh. Well, not exactly Clifton. Could be Sneed Park. And she's wearing pink. My fluffy fan. My luck's oh, perfect. Oh no. Who's that you got with her? Oh no, it can't be. Oh no! Oh no, it can't be! Toddlers! Oh my goodness!
Script by Liz Callagher, and I should also say that Tony wrote the piece that was in the sandwich shop. Wonderfully talented Tony Rowlands. It's been great working with Bedminster Town Team. We're working with them now on a new project. We're putting theatre on the street. It's called Why Don't We Do It in the Road? Love, Sex and Violence on the Streets of Bedminster. It's happening on Saturdays and there's lots of information there. So do pick up a leaflet, find out what we're up to. We're available for weddings and bar mitzvahs.